currently is the party 3.0 already. I'm the party leader 2.0, and there was party 1.0, which was called Future Forward Party that got dissolved, and those executive leaders were banned also, and they're in their 5th year ban now. So during that time, February 21st, that was when the first party got dissolved. So I became the designated survivor, the story of my life, because I was on the party list number 4, and then number 1 and number 2 got banned. So I had to take the leadership position and became the rookie leader of Party 2.0, which is the Move Forward Party. We took it through storm during the COVID crisis, during the protests, during a lot of economic stagnation in Thailand, and managed to, against all odds, won the election. 141 out of 500, and formed a coalition of 312 with 7 other parties. Went into the National Assembly. In Thailand, the constitution was drafted by the military that in order for you to become the prime minister, you need a simple majority of lower house and upper house. Lower house, I told you 500. I got 312 coalition. But the upper house is 250, and it was appointed by directly and indirectly by the military junta. So I did not make that number of 376, because we're here at Yale, 500 add by 250, that's 350. Simple majority is 376. I got 324 or something like that. And the reason was that quorum, the senators did not show up. 250 senators, only 200 show up, 50 did not show up. So I failed the first bid. And then I remember citing Kevin McCarthy out of all the people in the state's politics, because Kevin McCarthy, when he was trying to get to become the House Speaker, it took him 15 times. And my American friends here remember, so I remember citing it in the news that I probably have the 2nd round, or the 3rd round, or the 4th round, and I have my strategy in order to get more upper house votes, and then return back to the lower house, make sure I got that 376, maybe in the 3rd round or the 4th round. But on the 2nd round of going again and trying to get more votes from the upper house, there comes the Constitutional Court order to tell me that I'm suspended. So I had to walk out of the parliament about 15 minutes before the prime minister's election for the 2nd time. So I had only one chance when Kevin McCarthy had 50. So I was suspended for 6 months, went to court, won that case, 8-1. So I returned to the parliament as an opposition, because that case that was slapped against me, well, it was about a defunct media share company that my father owned. So that undue suspension, I won. So I returned to the member of parliament for about 3 or 4 months. And then that's when the Constitutional Court came with the 2nd one, not about me personally anymore, but about that attempted amendment of a criminal code, why what we wanted to do is to reform Thailand while preserving the monarchy. So the court didn't listen. So they dissolved the Party 2.0 and banned me for 10 years. So I have 9 more years to burn. and that's when I spent a lot of time doing 2 things. First is to share. Second is to learn. So that's why back in Cambridge I have my office hours. I help professors teach how to run for public office, corruption in Southeast Asia, social welfare. So all the classes that they wanted me to teach, I just go and help them teach. And then try to groom the next generation leaders. And that's why Harvard yesterday, Yale today, Cornell tomorrow, Stanford later on, Tokyo University.